Hello, everyone, and welcome to the After Ever After podcast, the show where we take a look at Disney sequels to truly see what life is like after ever after. My name is, of course, Andy, and with me, as always, is my co-host James.
Hello, how you doing?
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I just got done watching Return to Neverland. Smashing out 3 Cinderella films in such a short time was nice, but I'm glad to be somewhere else for a change. We're jetting off. We've got our pixie dust, and we're flying over to that star over there, the one to the right, and we'll hang around with Peter Pan and the Lost Boys and all of them. Will we be Peter Files this week? Let's find out.
But before we jump straight into Neverland, we do like to have our little segment as we go through the Disney classics in chronological order and look at their sequels. I like to imagine we're on like a little After Ever After train, so we like to have a look at the stops that we're going past which didn't actually get sequels to see what kind of ways that those films continue instead.
Yeah. So what have you got for us, Andy?
Well, last time we were talking about Cinderella, and between Cinderella and Peter Pan there's only one film, which is Alice in Wonderland, which never got a sequel.
Which, it feels weird to me. We were talking about this just before. It feels really weird that this didn't get a sequel.
Yeah, and I think something strange as well, because I don't even know if I've seen this film, to be honest, but I've always assumed, just from how people talk about it now, that Alice in Wonderland is this really beloved and cherished part of Disney history. But looking into this, actually, when it first came out, had some bad reviews. It was quite mixed, and it was a lot of like, it doesn't really capture the book that well, and it's good for kids who don't really care about stuff, and it was quite damning for one of these films.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny. I think there's definitely been like a critical readjustment on it, because people really seem to love this now.
Yeah, and I wonder if that has anything to do with the what you're probably going to talk about in a second, which is the live action ones with Johnny Depp in. I don't know. It's a really weird one.
It is, yeah, and it also was considered at the time a box office bomb, which was surprising.
Woof.
Apparently, Walt Disney wasn't surprised that this didn't get like a great critical reception because it was more family friendly than what the book was. So I guess he was kind of expecting it, but it surprised me nonetheless. But as we've mentioned, it did get the live action film, which was 2010. It was directed by Tim Burton. It's got a mad cast. It's got, I'm going to butcher this name, Mia Wasikowska as Alice, Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter, who was pretty much the promotional focus of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the posters just had him on.
Yeah.
You got Anne Hathaway, Matt Lucas, Hannibal Bonham Carter, Crispin Glover, Frances Delator, who's you probably remember most from Goblet of Fire. She's Hagrid's love interest.
Oh yeah.
It's got Alan Rickman, Stephen Fry, Michael Sheen, Timothy Spall, Christopher Lee, Michael Gough, who people probably most recognize as Alfred from the 89 Batman.
Hell yeah.
It's a mad cast for a mad world.
Hey.
Compared to the original film, which was considered a box office bomb, this actually made over $1 billion.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, this did gangbusters at the box office, so much so that they actually made a sequel to it, which funnily enough, the original film didn't have. I think this is probably the only example of this where the remake got a sequel and the original didn't. It's funny because this sequel is Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is actually a sequel to the book. So again, it's weird that the animation department never really decided to go into this. This one was a box office bomb, so back to formula.
Woo!
This has to be, I'm sure I read recently, I should have really looked this stat up, but this is one of the biggest drop-offs from one film to another on box office, because it goes from over $1 billion to 300 million, which sounds like a lot of money, but it cost 170 million to make, so it probably still lost about 50 million.
Yeah, if you're taking into account what do they say, marketing is like double
marketing in the cinemas cut as well.
Yeah, so yeah, there's probably
lost money.
Yep, quite a lot of money as well.
I cannot criticize them at all for trying to make that sequel. $1 billion is $1 billion.
100%. They had the money to be able to do it. Like, why not?
Yeah. But then, other than the live action stuff, Alice in Wonderland hasn't had that much going on, really. There's a few video games that feature Alice in Wonderland and like a Game Boy adaptation of the movie, but nothing major. And it actually featured in favourite of the podcast, Disney Villains Revenge. Of course, we always criticise their choices of the villains, but the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland was one of the major villains in that, and her plot was to cut off Alice's head, so...
Hell yeah!
Some fun. And other than that, there's not really much going on with Alice in Wonderland, surprisingly enough. They almost did continue it with a Cheshire Cat TV show, or movie, for Disney+. Do you remember that period for Disney+, when it first came out, and they literally started throwing like every fucking idea at the board? There was a there was a Gaston prequel.
Monsters Inc. TV show.
Well, that one got made at least.
Oh yeah, very true.
That's
Sorry,
out there.
I didn't realize you meant the ones that didn't get going.
Well, there was. I remember, other than the Gaston one, which is just like so weird. The one that always sticks out in my mind is, have you seen Aladdin, the live action Aladdin?
Yes, yeah.
So in that movie, they introduce a new character, which is Billy Magnussen.
Oh, he's like the prince that comes in to try and take Jasmine's hand, kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's a very dopey kind of character. Like, I think he gets a lot of his movies are like that kind of thing. I like him a lot. But that character had a spin-off in the works, and it's like, why?
What are we doing? Bring back the guillotine.
Lasseter would never allow this. He allowed a lot of bad things, but not this. And the only other thing I'm just going to quickly mention is there was actually an Alice in Wonderland TV show that came out. It's not really anything of concern. It's for Disney Junior, so it's like a preschool kind of show called Alice's Wonderland Bakery. But I just thought this was interesting because the character in it is Alice, but it's the great-granddaughter of the original Alice, which is, okay, that's a bit weird. That's pretty much it for Wonderland.
Cool. Bye-bye, Wonderland. The train is leaving.
Bye-bye, Wonderland. Hello, Neverland.
Whoa, sick. So now we take the train from Wonderland over to Netherland.
So before we jump into Return to Neverland, we should probably look at the original Peter Pan, which was 1953.
It was indeed.
Did you say that you've seen this before and couldn't remember it? Or
I did say that. I don't think I've ever seen it. So I watched it before. I know it's the classic After Ever After moment of, oh yeah, I've definitely seen this. Yeah, I'm not going to say that anymore, I don't think, because I don't think I've seen any of these. It's crazy. Probably when I was a kid, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was just like basically my first time in Neverland.
I think a lot of it, to be fair, it's like that cultural osmosis thing of like, you know every single icon from this film because it's just so ingrained in our culture now. You're like, I must have seen it. I shouldn't know this much about Peter Pan if I haven't seen it. But... Yeah,
I mean, the main things that I remembered was Peter Pan. I knew of Tinkerbell, but I didn't really. I didn't know she didn't speak. What the fuck? That was news to me.
I knew of Tinkerbell. I don't affiliate with her.
I forgot about the TikTok croc completely, which is one of the best characters.
The TikTok croc makes him sound like a millennial who makes videos online.
He's just doing a Fortnite dance to the music. So yeah, no, I have not seen this film, and now I have, and I'm sure you'll be happy, Andy, because I went on the Wikipedia page, and then there's a big thing that says controversies.
Woo! I think some of these you might have to like look up. Like, I wonder what the controversy is, and then with this one, I don't think you need to look it up.
No, you really don't. There's a lot of Native American racism in this, like a lot. I couldn't fucking believe it when it was happening.
There's a line which I've written down. It's one of the children that says it as well. The little boy in his top hat, who's shown as like the most like wise of the kids. He says, "The Indian is cunning, but not intelligent."
Oh God,
that's not good, man. That's really bad.
Really not. And
they're drawn as like monstrous people as well. Like
God, honestly, and then
except for the women, which are drawn as like very pretty, and
apart from the old
the women are lovely. They're lovely.
Yeah, but
only the ones that you could potentially take for your wife.
Andy,
Oh,
careful. She's a child.
I'm stepping very carefully.
She's a child.
But there was that kind of attitude, wasn't there, back then of like...
100%.
Like, there are some of them that we will have as our wives, or whatever, and the rest are dogs.
Oh, unbelievable.
These are not my opinions.
Okay, buddy. All right, pal.
These are not my opinions. I do not condone the way that this movie treats Native American people.
Oh God. So, because of this controversy in 2021, Disney actually took it off the kids only thing, because it's now considered only 7 years and older. You're allowed to watch this, even though when you press play on it, it says ages 0 and up. So I don't know what that's about.
I don't really get what the point of that is. Like, what difference does it make if a 3-year-old or a 7-year-old watches it?
Watches some racism and then thinks it's good and then joins the KKK.
I guess 7 is the age that they're saying, we think you could have a conversation with your child that this is no good at that age, but I don't know.
Yeah. Also, Eric Goldberg said that all of the Indians were caricatures. And he was not impressed. He is the director of Pocahontas. They kind of I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know.
I know what you mean. They were trying to be better.
Yes, they were trying to be better. This is crazy. They also say that the red man is red because he kissed someone.
Oh yeah, they have an entire song about it.
And he blushed, and we've all not stopped blushing since.
We've never got over it.
Jesus Christ.
That would have been on, like, little albums as well, I bet. Like, Disney favorites.
100%. There would have been kids getting their cassettes and stuff like that running around.
TikTok Croc was probably hitting the gritty to it.
He probably was. But yeah, other than the racism, what did you think of this film, Andy?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Before I tell you what I think of it, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what this film's about.
That's a great shout, Andy. Sorry, we just jumped into the racism there.
We're drawn to it. I've seen it before as a kid, and I couldn't really remember much. But basically, it's a film about these 3 kids in London. They're messing about, playing about. The dad's like, because Wendy's like, I think she's like 10. She's on the verge of like teenager puberty sort of era.
Yeah.
Like, you need to grow up, Wendy, and stop believing in Peter Pan and all this stuff. Dad hates Peter Pan. He's like fuming at the mention of him.
He is the epitome of a person with no whimsy. He calls Peter Pan poppycock, and all the kids, like, it's like he just said a slur. Like, they're like, what the fuck? You can't say that!
Yeah. The way that one kid's like shaking his head about, like, he called Peter Pan absolute poppycock. So they go out, they're like, you need to grow up, Wendy. The dad's also played by the same actor as Hook. That's like a thing that they did in the play apparently as well. They did a dual role thing, so that's quite cute.
Yeah, because I thought he's got like elements of Hook as well. He looks a little bit like him, and I thought that when they went to Neverland, it was like a representation of like the dad's kind of hate.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The stories of Peter Pan, but then there's no connection. Like there's apart from the voice actor, there's no connection.
No, I think it's just an homage to that play thing.
Yeah, must be.
Basically, these 3 kids, Peter Pan suddenly turns up, he's lost a shadow, And they're like, oh, it's Peter Pan. And he's like, do you want to come with me to Neverland? Because your dad wants you to grow up, and that's lame. They fly to Neverland. They have some fun. Captain Hook doesn't like Peter Pan. He's a pirate. They have battles. Captain Hook captures the Native American chief's daughter to frame it on Peter Pan, and then they save her, and then blah, blah, blah. Tinkerbell betrays Peter Pan for a bit, and then she doesn't, and then there's a fight on the ship, and then they're all mates, and they go home. I didn't care for this.
No, I thought this was
absolute
average.
poppycock.
I think there's parts that I enjoy. I think Hook is genuinely excellent.
I'm so on board. He's
great villain. Like,
he's the character. He should be. It's his movie.
It is his film. It should have been just a Hook film.
I like the when the TikTok croc comes, the animation on Hook, like kind of like tweaking out at every beat of the TikTok is so
unreal.
fun.
He's got such like crocodile clock trauma. It's crazy. It's so cool, and I love that they're just like, they barely even talked about it. You know, they mention it a little bit, and then it's like
they mention it like Smee's like really an asshole about it as well, like because apparently Peter Pan has cut off his hand and fed it to a crocodile, and Smee's like, well, Captain, you should really get over it. It was just a childish prank. It's like, that's not a prank, that's mutilating. And even Hook's like, yes, cut my hand off was all fun and games, but I draw the line at feeding it to the crocodile. Like, that was a step too far. You ruined it.
How dare you?
This is like skipping to the end a bit, but the anime when Captain Hook gets defeated and the crocodile's coming after him, and I can't remember how it happens, but he gets like, I think like the croc's trying to snap down on him, and it brings Captain Hook forward, and he's like splashing across the water, and you can hear him scream, but it's like as he slips across the water. Fantastic.
The animation step up from Cinderella to this is fucking insane. Like, this looks so good. The animation on Peter Pan is amazing. Like, genuinely, when he's flying and stuff like that, when all of them are flying, like, there's still some rotoscoped sections, but the animation is gorgeous in this. It's a shame about the rest of the film, because I think, I don't know, it's just, I don't care, really.
Yeah.
It's just like, I really like Hook. I think Peter Pan's a bit of a wanker.
He sucks.
I hate his face. I cannot stand it. Also, Tinkerbell's a fucking bellend.
Yeah, they all suck, really.
Like, it's weird. Every, like, woman in Neverland just hates other women. It's so weird. The mermaids try and drown Wendy, and then they're like, let's play it. And then at the end, Wendy's like, oh, Mother, it was amazing. And she's talking about it, and she's like, and there were mermaids. You're like gassing up the mermaids when they tried to fucking kill you. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So I think according to some experts on the original author, the way that they do Peter Pan in this is accurate, because I think the original play is a bit darker in how it treats it, but it's essentially like this heartless sociopath, because it's someone who doesn't grow up physically, but emotionally has no like emotional growth. But I think to only go halfway on that, but then still treat him like this great swashbuckling hero, doesn't work. It kind of comes off like, why should I care about this freak?
Yeah.
Also, what is he?
A nonce.
Why does he have pixie ears?
He's a fucking nonce.
Well, he's a child. I don't think you can...
He's a nonce! He's an everlasting nonce!
Everlasting. Yeah, I think most of the characters in this suck. Like, Wendy's fine, but doesn't really have much to do. Like, it's meant to be her story a bit, like, of... Like, she has this fun and adventure and whimsy, but then, I guess at the end, her decision to return from Neverland is her decision to accept growing up. But I don't think the film handles that super well.
Yeah, and to become a mother and all of this, and it's like, mums are mint, actually. And that was nice, like, kind of reminding the Lost Boys of their mums. But, like, nothing ever comes from it. They decide they're not going to leave Neverland. It's just the kids, like, just Wendy, Michael, and John, who are going to leave.
Yeah.
And it's just
in the original play, the the Darling family adopt all the lost boys, which is mad. Like, they go out for the theater one night and they come back and there's like 7 children. Just I guess we'll adopt them. Like, that's mental.
Yeah, because they said that. They said, like, that's what Wendy said. She was like, you can come and live with us. And it's like, and then they were like, nah, we're all right. We're going to stay here and be little fucking animal-wearing goblins.
I also found it funny that Wendy's entire motivation for wanting to go to Neverland is that she doesn't want to be pushed into growing up. But the way Peter, like, introduces the idea of going to Neverland to her is like, we could use a mother. It's like, you don't want to grow up, but you do want to be mother to 8 feral children.
It's very strange. It's a weird film.
She's so on board.
Oh yeah, she's like, hell yeah. And then she realizes that she's not having fun and, like, is getting ignored, and she's like, I want to go home. And then, like, her brothers are having the best time. They're all doing the very racist dance with the Indians and having the best time while doing it.
Yeah.
And it really holds on to that for quite a lot of the rest of the film.
That's the movie, isn't it, pretty much? I think Tinkerbell's a character that came out of this, like, remarkably well for what she is, because I don't like her at all, but
I hated her. What a little prick.
She's just a jealous, mute little rat.
I don't understand why this character is so beloved now. It's crazy.
No.
Like,
good
they
design,
must have...
don't get me wrong.
Oh, great design, like, genuinely. But it's weird that this became such a beloved character from this film, and I guess from the next one, but, like...
She has, like, her own, which we'll get into in next week's Before Ever Before, but she does have, like, her own spin-offs as well, like, I think 6 of them. Like, people really like this character.
We are not covering those.
No, if there was...
I refuse.
If there was any hesitation in my mind of, like, we maybe should do those, that's gone. I don't like this character. She sucks.
I do. I really don't like her. That's Peter Pan. It's average. Maybe less than average. I didn't really like it.
I didn't care for it. I totally see why some kids would, but the only thing that I loved, and I really, really emphasize loved, is Captain Hook.
Agreed.
Hans Conried, who played Captain Hook in this, does such a good job, and the animation on him is great. He's just so fun.
He just brings so much life to this character. He's so like flamboyant, over the top. He's mental in the best way. He's just so commanding on the screen, and he's great. Top villain, honestly.
Yeah.
He deserves to be in the Disney villains game.
I have a couple of quick trivia notes before we return to Neverland. So apparently what I mentioned there with the original author J.M. Barrie writing it, so Peter's a bit heartless and stuff, Walt Disney never felt satisfied with the movie because of that. He found the character off-putting, so he did actually agree with us on that, funnily enough.
Interesting.
Something interesting that I did note, like, did you see at the beginning the copyrights have a strange disclaimer where Disney thanks
the children's it's a children's hospital
in London.
In London, yeah.
So the original author actually donated the rights to them, to the children's hospital, and I think that as a child in a children's hospital, having your mascot be the idea of a child who never gets to grow up is very off-putting.
Oh my god! I did not even think of that. Oh my god. Yeah.
So this is also a bit weird because apparently in the original play, Wendy's mother, because in this they do talk about Peter Pan like he's a legendary figure, and in the original play, Wendy's mother believes Peter Pan is a fairy-like spirit that takes kids after they pass away to the next part of life, the afterlife.
Oh, crumbs.
So that's such a weird thing to have in a hospital for kids. But,
yeah, that is wild.
I guess the 1900s were different.
They were built different.
There was no TikTok crocs back in our day. In the play as well, the Lost Boys are infants who fell from the prams, and when they grew up, Peter would, and I quote from the novel, thin them out to reduce any challenges to his rule. So Peter Pan seemingly killed the Lost Boys if they grew up. That's why you don't grow up in Neverland.
Huh?
Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool.
I would love to see an adaptation of this that goes into all this weird, horrible stuff. So apparently, in the original play, there's an ending. It's like an epilogue ending. Peter Pan comes back to visit Wendy. Also, in the original play, Peter Pan forgets who you are, like, very instantly. Like he kills Captain Hook, and then they're like, oh, if I got Captain Hook's gone. He's like, who? What are you talking about? Like, because
What?
he just doesn't really
He's just
care.
got no object permanence.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he really doesn't grow up.
He returns to Wendy not because, oh, I miss Wendy. It's because, like, I looked it up. It's this idea in his mind of a mother figure. So he goes there, and that's when he meets Wendy's daughter Jane, which plays into what we're going to talk about soon. But Disney cut this epilogue from the movie in order to avoid it being open to a follow-up. So, fucking whoops.
Oh, little did they know that Disney would get the sequel fever.
Wait until you're in your cryo chamber.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And then it's worth just mentioning the actor for Peter Pan has a really sad story. So Bobby Driscoll plays Peter Pan. This was part of his promising career start. As a little kid, he started in, we don't talk about it now, but he was a lead in Song of the South.
Oh no.
He was 9 then, and Walt Disney seems to have a lot of affection for him and signed a contract. But following Peter Pan coming out, Bobby Driscoll entered puberty. Walt Disney was saying he now looks better suited to a bully than a likable lead. It eventually led to the kid getting fired from his contract early. It tanked his career. He went back to school because acting's not working out anymore. But then the kids in school would always bully him because of all of his acting stuff. He started to turn to drugs. He was already on heroin by age 17.
Oh my god.
And by age 31, his corpse was found by 2 children in like an abandoned sort of like district. They couldn't identify the corpse, so his unclaimed body was buried in a mass unmarked grave, and his parents didn't even find out he died until 1 year later.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I did not know any of that. That is depressing as hell.
It is,
oh
yeah.
My god.
Have you seen Chip and Dale? Have you seen Chip and...
What a fucking U-turn!
Have you seen Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
No,
The movie.
I've seen the new one. Yeah.
Yeah. So Peter Pan is the villain in that, and it's like what happened to Peter Pan after the movie, and he's like a schlubby middle-aged man.
Oh shit!
And it feels like a very cruel joke. Like, I don't know if because Lonely Island wrote that, I don't know if like that was their critique of Disney, like how they took this kid and churned him up and spat him out.
Probably, yeah.
But for that to get past Disney, like, some people take it as like a really mean-spirited joke on, like, against Bobby Driscoll, but I don't think it is. Like, if you look at the way the movie treats it, it seems like it's a criticism of this corporate thing.
Yeah, 100%. It's gotta be.
Yeah, because there's a lot of Disney kids, and they really need like a better exit strategy for these kids to like look after them, because that's such a horrible, vulnerable place to be, like, as a little kid, like, to be that exposed.
Yeah, I'm sad now.
Yeah.
Should we get even sadder? Should we return to Neverland?
Could be happy. Let's give it a shot.
Let's try it.
Yeah, so Peter Pan.
Fuck me. Hang on, I might need to take a second. That was brutal.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
That's genuinely horrible.
I know, and there's like, I think like there's some things now you see happen, like Miley Cyrus seems to have struggled a bit mentally after leaving Disney, and she's bounced back. She's got like a really good career now for herself. But
it's
like
the same with like Macaulay Culkin.
yeah, but you got loads of examples like Eddie Furlong from Terminator 2, and that kid who played Anakin Skywalker in Phantom Menace. There seems to be this like really horrible pattern of like what can happen to these stars.
Yeah, did Corey Feldman go off the rails for a bit?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Apparently, Corey Feldman is in Dancing with the Stars this season.
Oh shit! I thought he was dead. I genuinely thought he was dead.
No, he's all right. He's fine.
Good on him.
You might want to take that back, because there's currently investigations going on about sexual harassment with him.
No! No!
And that's on record, baby! Andy defends Corey Feldman!
Bad on
Print
him.
the press!
Bad boy. Oh dear. Oh dear,
dear.
dear.
Oh dear.
I wish Jason
dear.
got him. I've said that all along. Unless he's proven innocent, in which case I'm glad Jason died or whatever happens in that movie. I can't remember.
Oh god, that's funny. Anyway, Andy, let's return to Neverland. Return to Neverland. So, this film was directed by Robin Budd, and if that name sounds familiar, then who are you? I would like to know who you are, because this man, all he has done is he directed the TV show of Beetlejuice. He did 21
There was a
episodes
TV
of that.
show?
Yep, it ran from 1989 to 1990, and I don't know how many episodes there were, but he directed 21 episodes.
Jesus.
His next job was 12 years later, when he did Return to Neverland.
Right.
And then he did a show called Gerald McBoing Boing. After that, he did a couple of other little TV shows: Ruby Gloom, Producing Parker, Truck Town, and then some of his most recent stuff, or really the most recent TV series that he's done, is 51 episodes of Hotel Transylvania, the TV show.
There was a TV show of that?
Yep. And he did
seems
51 episodes of it.
This seems like the guy to go to when you want your film to have a spin-off TV show that no one ever hears about.
Exactly.
Or Gerald McBoing Boing.
Oh dear. So, this was written by Temple Matthews
Right.
and Carter Crocker. And I bet you're wondering what those guys did as well. Temple Matthews, not loads. He did a lot of TV shorts, some like straight to video stuff. He wrote Little Mermaid 2, which we will cover eventually. He wrote Return to Neverland. He wrote 101 Dalmatians 2, Aloha Scooby-Doo, and not too much else. And then Carter Crocker, bloody hell, he's done a lot. So he did. He's written a lot of Winnie the Pooh stuff, New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, New Adventures of Peter Rabbit, Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Magic World. And then he must have got a really good gig, because basically everything else is Barney the dinosaur. Like, so much. He wrote for Barney 2007 to 2017, so 10 years of Barney.
God damn. Fair enough, if he's enjoying it.
Exactly. He must have had a great time. But he was head writer for a while. Oh, he also wrote Darkwing Duck, and this is one for you.
Sick.
The RoboCop Alpha Commando TV series. He wrote 40 episodes of this.
It was a TV show.
This had a budget of 20 million. We actually have the box office this time. This is crazy. We can actually see what happened and when it released and everything.
We theorized last episode that the reason we couldn't get the box office is because there was no theatrical release in the States, and this was going to be like the breaker, wasn't it? So I guess we were right, because
Return to Neverland released at the same time as John Q, Heart's War, Crossroads, Super Troopers, Umbarato D, and Scratch.
I've heard of none
All
of
on the
those.
same day. No, me neither. This released, it had a domestic opening of 11 million, so it basically, like, half of its budget came back, and then worldwide it was about 115 million box office overall. Joel McNeely was on the score again. We know him from Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3.
We do.
And
Good score again.
to be fair, good score. Not the musical moments in this film, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, score was good though.
Yeah, score was great.
I think this is the first time in any of these that I've heard them like use like a theme from the original one, like the Peter Pan theme is in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than just a song.
Notable people. The replacement actor for Hook is Corey Burton, who we discussed last time, who is Gus in Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3.
And Shockwave. Don't forget Shockwave.
Shockwave
In
and
Cinderella
Cat Bane and all in Cinderella 3. It wasn't his first Disney role, but it was before Cinderella 2 and Cinderella 3.
Just while you're on Corey Burton as well, he fucking crushes it in this movie. Like, if you watched them and had no idea of the 50-year gap, and obviously then you'd think, this has got to be a different actor. But if you didn't know that, it's seamless. Like, I watched these back to back, and he crushes his impression of Hook.
I disagree.
Really?
I really disagree. I think he sounds so different.
Oh my god, I thought he was incredible.
Oh, it's crazy to me. He's nothing compared to the OG.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
he doesn't capture it at all.
Oh, that's a shame. I did read as well that Corey Burton was apparently a student-ish of Hans Conried as well. So I guess
No
he might have
way.
put some effort in. But it's a shame it didn't capture for you because I thought he was spot on. I thought he was fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like, as soon as Hook came on, I was like, oh, this doesn't sound half as good as the original voice actor. But, I mean, it's a shame that it didn't work for me, but it worked for you, so that's good.
I think based on that alone, I think I know where you're going to fall on this film then. Because you literally just said the one thing that you liked in the first one was this guy. I think this is a weird one to recap because it's kind of like, well, let's just do it. Return to Neverland's like 40 years after the first one. So Wendy's about 50 in this, we assume. It's during World War II. The dad's off at war and the kids... she has 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. The girl's called Jane and she's had to grow up really fast because she's in war-torn London. So she's kind of skipped past this entire like playful era of her childhood, whereas her brother is kind of hiding in that. Like Wendy kind of like encouraged them to think like these aren't bombs dropping, these are Captain Hook's cannons and all this kind of stuff. Which kind of like leads to a bit of an argument between them where Jane is a bit like rude to the brother, like, oh, I don't have time for your bloody stories, and the mother's like, come on man, like it's a little boy in war-torn London.
Yeah, even though she's kind of interested, like, there is a scene where they're in the bomb shelter and she's, like, taking notes from the radio and stuff. And then you can see her, like, looking over as Wendy is, you know, doing all of these stories. She is kind of interested, but...
Yeah, it's like she almost feels guilty for wanting to be a kid. Side note, they have a dog which looks exactly like the dog from the first one, Nana, but this dog's called Nana 2, which is an absurd name to name your dog. What a horrible... You can't just call your dog a sequel. In the subtitles, Nana 2 spelt as like one word, like Mewtwo, which I found funny.
That's really funny.
But also, 40 years, this isn't Nana 2. This is Nana like 4, maybe.
I was gonna say, calling it Nana 2 is a little bit strange.
But then suddenly, Captain Hook turns up in a flying... I was gonna say spaceship. Captain Hook turns up...
I mean, technically, it's a spaceship of some kind.
I guess, yeah, he's got a flying pirate ship. He wants to kidnap Wendy to pull back into his stupid little games of Peter Pan, but he gets the wrong girl, kidnaps Jane. Jane's in Neverland... And shenanigans issue again. It's just the same again. Back and forth on like, I want to be Peter, blah, blah, blah. the only difference is that Wendy really wanted to be there and she wanted to believe, whereas Jane's kind of against the entire thing. She doesn't believe, she doesn't want to take any part, and will it break under her icy exterior and she learns how to be a kid? Fucking yes, obviously. So what did you... I think I know, but what did you think of this one?
This is the same film.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the exact fucking same, apart from they took all the good bits. They took out TikTok Croc. He's not doing the gritty anymore. They replaced him with an octopus that does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
As like, to the point that there's literal just recreations of scenes where, like, you've got the part where the trauma comes in. You hear the... which is the octopus's suckers doing the TikTok kind of thing.
Yeah.
Why not just have the fucking crocodile again? Oh, because you're literally just taking this scene and putting it into the new one. It's the fucking same thing. There's a couple of different things, but this is essentially the same film, but worse. I said it. It's worse than the original, and it's the same thing.
I kind of agree. I don't know if I'd call it worse or not, and that's mainly because I think... I don't know. I think the wartime stuff is a good setup where it's like this conflict of a kid who is had to grow up because of circumstances, and it's kind of the opposite of the original Peter Pan. Instead of resisting growing up, it's kind of like inflict... Like, I don't know. Like, I think this is a more interesting...
A repression of childhood kind of thing because of childhood war trauma. And I like that part. I really do like that part. They don't really go into it loads.
No.
Which I feel like they could have done.
It starts really focused on it. Like, she's running around London during, like, the Blitz and stuff. I think the animation in this is a step up from what we've seen so far, other than Fantasia 2000, technically, because they've got more money. But then, other than a few bits here and there, they don't do anything as clever as what Cinderella 3 or even Bambi 2 did. Like, there's not as much creativity with this extra budget.
Yeah, again, it just feels like they've done the first one again. Even a lot of, like, Peter Pan's, like, animations for when he's flying and doing silly things. There's a couple of new ones, but it doesn't do anything, like, majorly new. There's a couple... There was that nice shot where Nana 2 and Jane are running past the searchlights, and it goes into silhouette. But that's probably about the only creativity they had with the animation. The rest of it is just, like, kind of boring. It's well animated, like you say, but they don't really do any creative, fun steps in a different direction.
The only difference I think that they have is this idea of Wendy was a kid who was going to be forced to grow up, but she didn't want to, and her plot and character arc is her resisting growing up, and then she realizes she has to get responsibilities, whereas Jane's is more she needs to learn how to enjoy her childhood a bit more. And yes, you need to take on these responsibilities, but you also have to learn how to have fun and be carefree. And that's an interesting idea, but like the first one, I think very fast it gets lost in this entire scramble of, like, Tinkerbell's doing this, and Hook's over here, and there's an octopus, and it doesn't quite work. I think I'm going to jump to the end very quickly here, so apologies, but it's relevant what I'm saying.
Spoilers!
She has this entire thing of, like, she goes back, and the main conflict of the film at the beginning, and the main reason they argue, is because Jane and her brother are going to be sent to the countryside, as often happened during the war, to stop the kids from being bombed during the Blitz.
Yeah.
And she's not happy about this. Exactly. But at the end of the movie, she goes through all this thing of, like, okay, she learns to have fun, she learns to engage with her brother in that fun, magical childhood kind of sense. But then the idea that they're going to get moved away just kind of, like, it gets resolved, like, the dad's just home, and it's like, okay. But then also, like, why is the dad home? The war's still going on, and even if he is home, the kids are still going to get sent away, because the dad being home doesn't mean the Nazis have surrendered. Like, he hasn't come back from killing Hitler.
There's still... The Blitz is still happening. Like, what's going to happen is it just... Is the implication that the dad's home... they don't have to go away anymore, which doesn't make sense because the Blitz will still be happening, so there's a risk that their house is going to get fucking bombed? Or does it mean that one of the parents stays in the house, the other one goes with the kids to the countryside, and then the one in the city still just fucking dies? Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, I get it. It's like, ooh, yay, Dad's home. We don't have to worry anymore. And it's like, if you're a kid watching this, you're like, yay, the war's over.
Yeah. I think, like, to set up this kind of complex kind of background to your story in the beginning and then to kind of just hand wave it at the end, it's a bit disingenuous and a bit condescending. That was the interesting part to me, and they didn't follow up on it that much, so...
Yeah.
Why is Peter Pan not stopping the Nazis? Why is he not intervening? Why is he not at Hitler's base with his little dagger and that stupid little... Dueling Hitler on the fucking flag.
Oh, Christ. Yeah, yeah, why not? Just take Captain Hook's ship and go and blow Hitler up.
I did wonder as well, because like the first film ends in a way of, was this real or was this just a dream? Is this just her subconscious? And there's like a bit of a thing like the ship's in the sky, but it's a cloud, and the dad's like, oh, I think I've seen that before. That's all gone. It is real because...
Yeah, it's all real.
It's either real or shared psychosis.
Yeah, it's like a parallel dimension kind of thing.
It treats it like a pocket dimension, doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
When they travel to Neverland, it's like going through the quantum realm in Ant-Man or something.
Yeah, it's like a shit version of that and a shit version of going into the monolith in 2001. It's just really shit. I did like the little audio callbacks to the original, though. That was quite nice.
Well, I was going to bring that up because it's nice, but then at the same time, like, to me, that kind of insinuates, like, you're going through, like something's, like, I don't know, like, it sounds almost like you're going through, like, a Doctor Who kind of thing. Like, why are you here in the past? Like, is there something timey wrong with this place? Does time literally not work in Neverland?
Yeah, and maybe that's why they don't grow up.
Well, why does the crocodile eat a clock? What's the clock for? Right, I just want to mention as well, right? You've already mentioned this. The octopus is just a fucking crocodile again.
Yeah.
When I looked up at this, it's apparently the animator said it's because they exhausted all the possibilities of the Hook versus crocodile shit. Then why'd you just make the same character? Why did you just do it again?
You did it again, but he's got more arms.
And it's less interesting.
Is that fun? Is that fun? No, it's just the same. Like, do something completely different. Go crazy with it. Why are you just making the same thing with more arms? Like, that doesn't...
the TikTok thing.
Exactly! It blows my fucking mind. It's so weird.
It's so bizarre. I think Peter Pan himself comes off better in this one a little bit. He's not as big an asshole.
Yeah, he's still a little prick, but he's trying to get Jane to believe and have fun and be whimsical.
It feels more playful in this one, whereas in the first one he literally has some lines where, like, Wendy's angry with him, he's like, well, everyone else thinks I'm great, why don't you? And all this stuff. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, proper narcissist moment.
Whereas he definitely has some of that cockiness in this, and he's playful and he takes the mick out of Captain Hook a lot. But it works a bit more because there's a bit more heart to him. Like, he kind of does actually care about people, which is nice. That's a cool thing for a character to do.
Which might be, like, it might have been from his interactions with, like, Wendy and the kids. Doesn't seem like it, but who knows. But there's a point where, because they're kids and they don't have, like, an authority figure, there's a part where Jane is in the Lost Boys, like, base kind of thing. And Peter Pan's like, I've brought you a mother. She's going to tell you stories and all of that. And they're like, a mother? Oh my God, tell us some stories. And they're all climbing over her and everything. And,
Yeah.
like, it's, like, the first time they've ever heard the word no. And it's so funny. The little the kid in the skunk outfit, his fucking face drops and he looks genuinely fuming. It's the funniest thing. It was so funny. It took me so off guard. And he's literally just like, what the fuck did you just say to me? But yeah, it's really, it cracked me up a lot.
I don't like the Lost Boys in this. I think they suck. I think they're all annoying.
I don't like the Lost Boys in the last one either. I think they're stupid.
No, but I preferred them in that than in this.
There's one part that I really liked them in, and it's it's later in the film where Peter's been captured by Captain Hook, and he's about to walk the plank with an anchor wrapped around him, and the Lost Boys are all tied around the mast, and he's like, "Be brave, lads! Don't let them see you cry!" And they all just shift around so they're out of view and start crying. It's genuinely really funny.
Just while on the Lost Boys as well, because it's kind of related to what we were talking about before. One of the actors who plays the Lost Boys in this, he plays the chubbyish one, dresses like a bear. And that actor's called Spencer Breslin, and he was in Cat in the Hat. He's the kid in that. He's in the Santa Claus movies. I don't think he's great in this, but something that's worth mentioning, which is so mean, but it made me laugh. There's apparently an award show called the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards.
Wow.
Which I guess is like the Razzies. And they had an award category for like Worst Child Actor, which they've given to Spencer Breslin a few times, actually. But he didn't just win the award, James.
Okay, what happened?
They named the category the Spencer Breslin Award for Worst Performance by a Child in a Feature Role. This kid was 11 at the time.
Oh my god!
It's so mean. Like the
That's
level
horrible!
of like the level of hate to this little boy.
Oh my god, that's...
It's funny, but again, just from what we were talking about before, where like these kids have like a rough time after, it's like so mean spirited.
Yeah, fuck me.
I think to have that category in the first place, why are you having worst kid actor? That's just really mean and horrible. To give him the award and then name the entire award after him, so every year after, even when he's not done anything, you would be like, this is the Spencer Breslin Award for bad acting because he fucking
Remember
sucks.
this kid? Remember this kid? He fucking sucks!
Just no fucking rest for the guy.
Jesus Christ, that is quite funny.
It's funny, yeah. It's mean and they shouldn't do that, but they did and it makes me laugh.
Oh my god, his sister is Little Miss Sunshine Girl lady.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Like, really good actor. What the fuck?
The Abigail Breslin Award for Good Child Actor.
Oh my god. That's really fucking funny.
Back to Peter Pan. Tinkerbell has like the same shit going on in this movie where she's just jealous of Jane for no reason. She's more like Stinkerbell, James.
Oh, for real. For real. She should have an award for worst fucking side character that inexplicably got really popular. The Tinkerbell Award.
The main conflict in Neverland is that they all treat Jane a bit like shit, like they're just annoying kids, and she's like, fuck you, I'm out, I want to go home. And somehow she just doesn't believe in, she's like, I just don't believe in you now. And it's like, okay,
Yeah,
but
she's
you've just met us.
She's face to face with like a magical pixie boy and his pixie best friend, a load of kids that don't age, a flying fucking pirate ship, and she's like, no, actually, I don't believe this.
And apparently the lack of belief from one child is enough to almost kill Tinkerbell. Like, she loses her powers, and if they don't get this one kid to believe in her, she's gonna die or just lose her powers forever or whatever. Her light's gonna go out is what they say.
Yeah, is it like the fairy equivalent of like polio and she has to go into like an iron lung or something?
Tiny little iron lung. I don't get how this character is so underpowered where the belief of one kid she's never met before fucking cripple her.
Well, they do say if you don't believe in fairies, one of them dies. So, like, I guess they're calling back to that one thing, and it just turns out that this is the fairy that's gonna die, or pixie, or whatever she is.
The timeline of the movie, because this is never an issue until Wendy gets to Neverland, and then she specifically says they don't believe in fairies and walks away. So the timeline of this movie is insinuating that Jane believed in them until she met them, and then she just decided to not believe in them. With such conviction that it killed one of them.
Oh, that's so funny. So stupid, it makes no sense.
You did mention before as well, this is the same movie as the first one, and I agree for the most part, except for one part where when they're flying around Neverland, they visit the Native Americans' camp, and it's empty.
Barren. They've kicked him out. The racism went to a next level, and there's like the teepees and a totem pole are still there. There's no one there. They have been ousted.
Very weird decision. I think you'd probably better to just not show it rather than just show it and be like, they're all gone.
Yeah, just be like, it didn't happen. That was a dream. This is the real one.
Following the scene that we just mentioned where Jane doesn't believe in fairies and storms off, there's a scene with her and Captain Hook where Hook learns about this and he's like, I'll use this to get me treasure back.
Get me treasure.
Apparently Peter Pan stole his treasure for whatever reason. And they have this conversation where Hook kind of pretends like, I don't want to be here either, I want to leave, but the men will mutiny if I leave without my treasure. And Corey Burton's doing an excellent job if I say so, and you probably disagree.
No, do you know what? I really liked that scene. I like when he gets his pocket watch out and he's like, I need to get back to my mother, and it's just him.
It's him, like a little bit of blusher on. It's not even like a wig because he's already got long hair.
Yeah, he's still got the mustache as well in it. Oh, it's great.
This is a scene that I distinctly remember. Like, I've seen this movie as a kid. I don't remember any of it except for this scene, because Captain Hook says to Jane, oh, I want to leave too, and you want to leave, it's so sad. But what if you get my treasure back, and then I show the men, and they're all happy, and then I can fly out of here on my magic ship, and I'll take you home. Peter Pan doesn't even need treasure anyway, which is not a lie. Like, he's just an asshole.
He's just stealing it for no reason.
So she's like, okay, well, he doesn't need it, but you gotta promise you're not gonna hurt Peter. And he's like, well, but of course, I'm a man of my word, and he's shown in the first one to be a quote-unquote man of his word as well. Like, he is, but very specifically.
He's not going to touch Peter with his hands, but he'll leave a bomb in this fucking house.
So in this one, he writes a little contract up and he says, I promise I will not touch a single hair on Peter's head. And later on, when they capture Peter, because she decides not to betray Peter. She's like, these guys are actually fun. But then one of the Lost Boys blows Captain Hook's little tracker whistle to let him know where the treasure is. And the pirates arrive immediately. It's like they teleported there. It's like there's not a second gap. Like, he blows the whistle and they're rappelling down.
It's like the SWAT team. FBI, open up!
How the hell did they know already? And if they did, why are we doing this entire thing?
Yeah.
But you get the culmination of Captain Hook's man of his word thing, which this is stuck in my head since I was a kid. Where Jane goes, you promised not to hurt him. And Captain Hook's like, I said I would not harm a single hair on his head. And he rips a hair out of Peter's head and he goes, and this is the hair. And I remember as a kid, I was like, holy fucking shit, he got us so bad. How did I didn't know you could do that.
Oh,
he didn't even lie.
He didn't. He told the truth.
It blew my mind as a kid. I was like, this is the biggest betrayal I've ever seen on screen. I genuinely, I was speaking to a pal before this, shout out to Josh, and I was literally describing this movie and I was like, the only fucking thing I remember from this is this scene, and I described it in such vivid detail, and when I was rewatching it I was like, I got it exact, like it was in my head like a core memory. I haven't seen this in 23 years. It scarred me so much.
Oh my god. You realise that contracts were flawed from that point. Wording is very important.
And also, like, he's a guy who spends his entire life trying to kill a kid. Like, this little thing that he has to be a man of his word is, like, it's so silly, but whatever.
It's great. Yeah, so then Jane starts believing. Tinkerbell comes back. She helps her fly.
There's a climax.
There is. Hook gets fed to the sea beast. Insert whichever sea beast you would like. TikTok clock or TikTok octopus.
They do, like, the same ending as well, where fun animation again, but, like, it's Captain Hook, like shot across the sea, and
the lads follow the rest of the pirates following him in the boat. It's the exact same thing, and I was just like, oh, this is the same. Tinkerbell gives Jane a shitload of pixie dust, and then she flies back, and then she wakes up and she's like, oh my god, was it a dream? I don't know. She runs over, and then she's like, oh my god, my brother, would you like to hear about Captain Hook? Because I did it. And then Wendy's like, oh, no way, she actually went. And she looks out the window, and I thought they were going to do it where they weren't going to speak, and I wrote down, just say hello, you fucking coward, because Peter Pan is just being a weird little creep and just not saying hello. He's just, like, hidden round the corner. But then, yeah, he actually says hello to Wendy. And it was quite nice. I did enjoy that part. It was very...
That was done really well, yeah. It kind of made me emotional, even though I had no attachment to the original film or the sequel.
Agreed. It's like a really genuinely nice part. Peter Pan doesn't exactly know how to feel, because he's like, you grew up. This is weird to me.
He's she's annoyed, like almost at first.
And it's genuinely a really interesting dynamic between them, and it's a really nice moment. And then
he has this. There's a really good line where he says to her, like, "You've changed," and she goes, like, "Never, like, not at all." Because obviously she still has that child play with her, like,
exactly.
with the kids and that.
Yeah,
which is like a really lovely line.
And it's like he realizes that grown-ups can be like inner children too, kind of thing. They don't lose their whimsy, and yeah, it was nice. And then you get the dad coming back, and then suddenly everything's fixed, and the war is over. And I'm assuming that after that, 2 bombs get dropped on Japan.
Oh my god! Do you think Peter Pan interfered?
Yeah, he dropped them. We know how racist he is.
Another one of his childish pranks.
Alright, Tinkerbell, put just enough dust on these so they start dropping now.
Oh my god.
We might have to cut all of that. We might have to cut that whole last bit. I don't think we can say that.
Can you imagine, like, the Japanese citizens, like, looking up as the bomb drops, and he's, like, kind of there, but it's like his shadow, like the void from the Thunderbolts.
He's doing that little pose where he's got his legs, like, up and, like, to the sides kind of thing. It's like, he just holds up 2 middle fingers as well. Oh, fucking hell.
Another nation of children who'll never grow up. We did it.
Fuck me. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. So that's Peter Pan Return to Neverland.
There was something that I did find interesting, that Wendy was meant to originally be played by Catherine Beaumont, who played her in the original. She said that she went back and did, like, voice recordings for it and everything, but they eventually just recast her with Kath Soucie, who does a good job in it, don't get me wrong, but why? I don't know if, like, her voice just didn't sound right for the character anymore or whatever, but I think that reunion at the end would have been so much more touching if you could have kept
would have
Catherine
been
Beaumont.
Yeah, it would have been lovely.
And the only other thing is that apparently there was... I couldn't find much source on this, so it could be crap, but there was apparently sources for a third film where Peter Pan he's left Neverland, he's in England, he's grown up, he's middle-aged, and then he's needed back in Neverland. But that sounds so similar to Hook that it probably is bullshit.
Yeah. The only bit of trivia that I have is a Return to Neverland video game for the Game Boy Advance.
Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
I said I bet that's badass, and then you said Game Boy Advance, and I lost interest.
Apparently another was released on the PlayStation and PC, so one of them could have been badass. But yeah, apparently it follows some levels from the first film, for the 1953 film, and then it's got the ones from the new one. And all it says is Tinkerbell has been kidnapped by Captain Hook, and in order to rescue her, you, as Peter Pan, must battle the pirates. And that's it.
No.
I refuse.
She's useless. She's always getting kidnapped and killed for no reason.
Yeah, what a loser. Well, that was a film. Should we put it in our ranking machine?
Yeah, let's get it in. Let's get it in.
If you don't know, we have a ranking system here at After Ever After Industries. So we put our ranking system on.
It's like a huge machine, like you'd see in like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, where there's loads of like different steam things just blowing out. I was like making noise like
and a little like the Rude Goldberg kind of song plays where it's like and it takes all of our thoughts that we've just spewed out, and it puts it through, and it arranges it into one of 4 categories. So we start at the bottom, bargain bin. We spit on these films. This is a film that's come out and it's so unpopular, it goes straight in the bargain bin. It's discounted already as soon as it comes out to release. No one really wants it. It's at the bottom of the bargain bin. We don't really care. Then we've got straight to video. Comes out, doesn't get a theatrical release. It's all right. You might pick it up in a pinch.
Yeah, check it on Disney or something.
Yeah, exactly. Then we got Diamond Edition. Ooh, nice DVD. Oh, here we go. A nice Blu-ray.
Some bonus features.
Some nice bonus features. This is lovely. This is. It's good. It's really good kind of thing. It's not quite excellent. It's got some redeeming factors, maybe some things that pull it down a little bit from the Chef's Kiss, Mamma Mia, Disney classics. These are the ones that we feel like, oh wow, this should have been a Disney classic. This is pièce de résistance. The Blu-ray has a 4K version. Oh, it comes with a slipcover. Oh, it's a steelbook. Oh, it's got all the features and maybe a bonus disc as well. What is going on?
It maybe meets the original, maybe even exceeds the original.
You never know. We've had that once before already. Wait, we've had it twice before.
Twice.
We've had it twice. Incredible. So, Andy, where are you ranking it?
So, this is tricky for me, because I want to be fair. I want to say I didn't care for the original one. So, I think if you did care for the original one, if you have, like, a space in your heart for that, your opinion on this is going to differ. Maybe. For me, as we've said, it's basically a retelling of the first one with some bits that's more interesting, some bits that's less interesting. So for me, it didn't really do anything for me. It was just boring. Even if you get a bit of fun out of it, I don't think you're going to get much more fun than the idea of, I'm back in this world, I'm back with these characters that I know. I don't think there's anything story that adds to it. I'm going to bargain bin, fuck it. I think even if you did love the first one, you might get a bit of a kick out of being back in this world again, but nothing enough where you'd like be recommending people like, oh my god, you need to see this one because this really deepens the lore or makes this nice decision or anything. It's just so similar to the first one that it can't stand on its own 2 feet. How about you?
Bargain bin.
I don't think I genuinely don't think I need to explain. You've said absolutely everything that I agree with. I think it might be worth a watch if it was like so cheap kind of thing in the bargain bin. You're a really big Peter Pan, you're a really big Peter-phile, you really want to watch it. and you really want to go back into that world again, but it doesn't do anything new. Neverland is exactly the same as it was. There's nothing new. You literally see the exact same things. It's the same film, but worse. Yeah, I can't put it any higher than that. It is the same, but worse. With some very nice parts in it, like, Wendy meeting Peter Pan again. But I cannot rank it higher than Bargain Bin.
I just want to specify as well, I really wanted to like this. Like, this isn't like me being like, I don't want to say I'm a pedophile on it. I really wanted to like this. Like, I loved Captain Hook so much that I was like, God damn, I wish I could force myself to love the rest of this movie.
I just don't vibe with Peter Pan. He's just a weird little freak.
Yeah, I don't find the world of Neverland interesting beyond that one villain.
Yeah, and they also barely explore it. They go, oh, here's the sea. Oh, here's where the mermaids sit.
Here's the most racist island you'll ever see.
Here's the worst place you've ever been. Yeah, it's boring. Like, you'd think with a Return to Neverland, they go to new places or show how Neverland has changed, kind of thing. Would you like some reviews?
Yeah, I was saying to you before we did this, I'm really curious on this one.
So, weighted average on Letterboxd is 2.9.
Fuck, that's pretty good.
Out of 5. So it's rated higher. So it has 17,153 3-star ratings, which is 30% of it. It also has 3,932 5-star ratings, which is 7% of it.
Jesus.
So it's leaning very close to the middle. It actually, if you go on it, it kind of looks like a middle finger. So let's have a look at
as well.
Let's have a look at some reviews. Shafralas gave it 3 stars and said missed opportunity to have Captain Hook fight Hitler.
Captain Hook wouldn't fight Hitler.
Yeah, you'd work with him.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Suspiralium, 3 stars. Nothing like a nice, big, warm cup of nostalgia in the morning. So there you go. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, that sounds nice for them.
Natty, 5 stars. Unironically, one of my fave movies ever. It's just so peak and amazing. I love every second of it and would rewatch it 1,000,000 times. And it's better than the original.
Fave movies ever.
Hard disagree. 1.5 stars from Brianna, and she says, Tink dying because no one is paying attention to her. Iconic. Agreed. 2 stars from London. The whole city of London.
Whoa.
It's not, actually. It's a person called London. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of channels on television. I also didn't have a ton of recognizable films. Instead of Disney films, I had a ton of the sequels. I grew up watching Tarzan 2, Little Mermaid 2, this, and a few others. It was very bizarre, and still is, because I don't really have fond memories of the original animated Peter Pan, but I do for this film. This movie is in no way good, but it does have some elements that are pretty stirring. Jane is an interesting enough protagonist, even if they dive too deep into the too mature arc of the story. If they had eased up on that, it would have been much better. She also makes exceedingly bad decisions later on in the film, and it leads to a plot that ends up making no sense whatsoever. Great.
Wow.
2 stars.
London, if you're listening to this, please reach out, because the idea that you've grown up watching exclusively Disney sequels is something we would love to talk to you about.
Yeah, please. Like,
what
if
an
you just
interesting
had
person.
Nothing else, but only had something 2, Little Mermaid 2, Return to Neverland, stuff like that. We need to talk to you. We need to know, are you okay, firstly?
We need to examine you. I did, I wasn't looking at reviews because I didn't want to step on your toes, but I did notice on the wiki page that Roger Ebert, who's one of the most famous critics ever, gave this 3 out of 4.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Like, he loved it, except for the songs. He said the songs suck.
Yeah, the songs. We didn't even talk about that. The songs suck.
No. Yeah, I didn't care for any of these songs. I think we didn't even talk about it because it's just like, it's just, we're used to it now.
It's weird. They keep trying to do this kind of pop music thing that just doesn't tonally fit with the film.
But having said that, I didn't really care for any of the songs in the first one. I don't think any of them are that good, other than Never Smile at a Crocodile, which isn't even in the fucking film.
Disaster.
Captain Hook had a song in Return to Neverland that got cut, and I saw it on the back of the Blu-ray box. I was so excited. I fucking love a villain song, and I popped it in, and it sucked ass, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, you couldn't even give me this!
Anyway, that was Return to Neverland. I, Andy, don't want to return to Neverland ever again.
No. I'm really glad they only made one.
Yeah, me too. So, Andy, where are we off to next now that we've left Neverland and I never want to return?
So, next is a film I haven't seen. Next is a sequel to Lady and the Tramp. And the sequel is called Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamp's Adventure, which sounds really fun.
Who is Scamp?
Scamp
I
is
guess we'll find out.
Looking at the box, Scamp is their kid. The first one's great. Oh, have you seen the first one?
I think so.
Oh, for God's sake. No, you haven't. But it won't just be us talking about Lady and the Tramp 2. We will actually have a special guest on, so that'll be exciting.
Ooh, exciting. Who could it be? It's Tramp!
I thought it was Scamp. I told you to get Scamp, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
give you one
sorry, man. Oh, no.
fucking jump!
Oh, God. Well, that's it for this episode. As always, a huge thank you to Joe Tyrone for our wonderful theme music and sting music. We love it so much.
It's so good. It gives us an air of professionalism when we have so little to go off of. We also would like to thank Jordan G, who's our producer and who created the artwork design for the podcast and our various socials. I would also like to thank you, James, because your animations always tickle me. I'm not one to listen back to our podcasts. I hate listening to myself, which makes editing it a real fucking chore. But every time you release an animation, it really tickles me. I love them. They're fantastically done.
Oh, good. Yeah, more on the way. And I will thank you, Andy, for the edit of the podcast, even though you hate hearing yourself back. But you do a smashing job every single time. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much. What a nice ending.
And thank you to you for listening. If you do want to get in touch, give us an email. Our email is aftereverafterpod@gmail.com. Andy,
Yes,
where can they find you, by the way?
You could find me on Instagram at Oatman's Movies. That's OATMUNS Movies. You can find me on Letterboxd under OTBoat, where you can find my terrible opinions glorified.
Hell yeah, brother. You can find me on Instagram at Jimmy Smurds. I'm turning that account into like a personal and BTS one for any work that I do. And you can find me on Letterboxd at Narumph, which is NAHRUMPH. Yeah, cool. Should we get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, God, I hate this place.
Andy?
Yeah?
I'll see you after ever after.
I will also see you after ever after. Take care.